This is one of the most amazing pieces of tech I've bought in years. It's barely bigger than a smartphone, it's a beast, and it's affordable. My whole life, I've been a MacBook user, a couple MacBook Pros, and before getting this, a base MacBook Air M2. And those were great for most things that I needed them for, but over the years, I've become more and more of a power user, and I wanted to start doing some heavier duty things like running LLMs locally. So I sprung for this Mac Mini M4 Pro with 24 gigabytes of unified memory, and it's been worth every penny. But I do have one big regret. I'll start with 3 things I like about this computer, and then I'll get into my dislikes. The first thing I love is having all of the ports that this has. That's been a game changer. My computer looks like this at all times. So being able to run a monitor through HDMI, having Ethernet for more stable internet, and all of the multiple USB-C ports has been super convenient. Before this, my life was constant cable swapping and dongles. I didn't even appreciate how nice it is to have so many ports. Secondly, as for the processing power, this thing is super powerful. I'm not going to show you Geekbench tests or any numbers. There's 1,000 tech review videos showing you all of that stuff. What I will do is tell you some of the heavy duty stuff I've been running that I've never been able to do on my MacBooks. I've been running Stable Diffusion to do image generation on my local machine. I've been running LLMs like DeepSeek R1, the 32 billion parameter distilled version, and it struggles. It'll take 2 or 3 minutes to complete a request, but it handles it. I've been running Whiskey to play Steam games that typically only run on Windows. I've been running a Linux virtual machine. I've been doing vibe coding with Claude Code. I've been doing lots of photo editing with Affinity Photo, and I've been editing tons of videos. Sometimes I'm doing all of those things at once, and this thing is a beast at all of it. The third thing I love about this machine is the design. It's so small and so sleek. I could easily put this in my backpack when I'm traveling, and it just looks great here on the desk. That said, there's one big complaint people have with the design of this computer, and it's that the power button is located on the back bottom left of the device. A weird design decision? Yes, but it's never bothered me. It takes just 2 seconds to lift up the device and press it, and then I don't need to worry about it again until the next time I'm starting it. So, bizarre design decision, yes, but not even close to a deal breaker. Now, what I don't like about this computer. Number one, coming from laptops where everything is in one package, where you have your keyboard, your mouse, your screen, you don't need anything else. The price of your laptop is your all-in price. With this, I spent a few $100s just buying extras. Let's see, I needed an external keyboard, this monitor, this mouse, and that's just the essentials that you have to run the computer. I also bought an Ethernet cable, a capture card, external NVMe drives, and a few other things that I haven't used before with my laptop setups. So yeah, this cost $1,300 to pick up in the store, but with all the other gear, I'm in closer to $2,000. Now, another thing that's been a nuisance about having a desktop is I have a bunch of power outages where I live. That means every time I lose power, I lose my whole computer until the power's back. Now, luckily, everything I use is cloud-based these days, so I'm not losing work when the power's out, but I just can't do any more work until it comes back. It's obvious, I know, but coming from the laptop world where the device has its own battery, that's not a problem that I'd ever encountered before, so that's been a nuisance. Now, I know there's emergency batteries you can get to run your computer temporarily while power is out, but I haven't picked one of those up yet. If you have any suggestions for those, let me know in the comments. Now, I mentioned I have one big regret about this computer. As much as I love how powerful this machine is and all that it's allowed me to do, I regret that I didn't max this thing out. I went with the M4 Pro as opposed to the base model, thinking that I was future-proofing myself, but now that I'm doing so much more power user stuff with it, I wish I'd just maxed it out. For another $600, I could have got this with 64 gigabytes of unified memory, and that truly would have future-proofed me. But then, when you're spending that kind of money, you may as well just spring for the Mac Studio.